Research shows that 40% of what you do every day is automatic, driven by habits, not conscious choices. That's why mastering your habits is the key to spiritual growth. James Clear's best-selling book, Atomic Habits, has helped millions transform their everyday habits. Today, we're taking those principles to the next level, showing you how to transform your spiritual habits and unlock your full potential for spiritual growth. And at the end, we'll reveal the secret to making any habit stick, a simple mindset shift that helps you build habits effortlessly without relying on willpower. What are atomic habits? Atomic habits are small, consistent actions that act as the building blocks of transformation. And although they may seem insignificant at first, these habits compound over time to create life-changing results. According to James Clear, every habit follows a simple loop: cue, craving, response, and reward. For example, the cue might be walking into your kitchen and seeing a coffee maker. The craving is your desire for an energy boost. The response is brewing a cup of coffee. And the reward is the satisfaction of the first sip and the energizing kick from the caffeine. As this loop repeats, your brain creates shortcuts, making the habit automatic with little conscious effort. This is the power of habits. But how do you actually start building good habits or breaking bad ones? That's where the 4 laws of behavioral change come in. The 4 laws of behavioral change. James Clear outlines 4 simple laws of behavior change that can help you create good habits or break bad ones. The first law is make it obvious. This means setting up your environment to clearly highlight cues that encourage good habits, while eliminating cues that trigger bad ones. When something is visible and easy to notice, it's more likely to capture your attention and prompt action. The second law is make it attractive. This involves making a habit appealing by associating it with something positive. When a habit feels rewarding or enjoyable, you're naturally more motivated to stick with it over time. The third law is make it easy. The simpler a habit is to start, the more likely you are to follow through consistently. Reducing barriers and minimizing effort lowers resistance and allows the habit to fit seamlessly into your routine. The fourth law is make it satisfying. Habits stick when they feel rewarding. Even small, immediate feedback boosts motivation and creates a sense of accomplishment. Habit tracking is a satisfying way to stay consistent. Benjamin Franklin used it to monitor his daily virtues, and Jerry Seinfeld famously marked an X on a calendar. For each day, he wrote jokes. These simple tools build momentum and make progress visible, reinforcing your habits over time. Another powerful way to build habits is through habit stacking, linking a new habit to one you already do regularly. For example, if you want to start journaling, pair it with your bedtime routine. After setting your alarm, spend a few minutes writing down your thoughts or intentions for the next day. By attaching the new habit to an existing one, it naturally becomes part of your routine. But the 4 laws of behavioral change don't just help you build good habits. They can also be reversed to effectively break bad ones. By flipping the framework, you can effectively dismantle even the most stubborn habits. Here's how. You can make it invisible by removing the cues that trigger the habit. Without visual or environmental reminders, the habit becomes less automatic. You can make it unattractive by reframing how you perceive the habit, focusing on its negative consequences instead of its short-term appeal. You can make it difficult by adding barriers or friction to the behavior, creating extra steps that make it harder to continue the habit. Finally, you can make it unsatisfying by introducing accountability or consequences that discourage the habit and reinforce your decision to change. Understanding these laws gives you a blueprint for change, empowering you to build new habits or break old ones by designing your environment and mindset. How to start a good habit. Meditation practice. Let's put the 4 laws of behavioral change into action. Using meditation, a practice many find hard to sustain, we'll show you step by step how to apply these principles to support your spiritual growth. The first step is to make it obvious. Create a clear cue that reminds you to meditate. For example, place your meditation cushion somewhere visible, like next to your bed or in your living room. Every time you see it, it acts as a visual trigger, reminding you of your intention to meditate. Next, you need to make it attractive. Pair your meditation habit with something you enjoy. Maybe light a calming candle, use your favorite essential oil, or play soothing music before you start. These small, pleasant additions create a positive association with the habit, making you look forward to it instead of dreading it. The third step is to make it easy. Don't overwhelm yourself by trying to meditate for 30 minutes right away. Start small, as little as 2 minutes a day. James Clear calls this lowering the barrier to entry. When a habit feels easy, there's no reason to procrastinate. To help you get started with a meditation practice, we've created a 5-minute morning meditation. After you watch this video, check out the link in the description and challenge yourself to try it for just 5 days. Let us know in the comments how it transforms your mornings. Finally, you need to make it satisfying. Celebrate every time you complete your habit, even with a simple, "I did it." Using a habit tracker or journal to mark your progress builds motivation and strengthens your commitment as you watch your streak grow. Now that you know how to build habits that support your growth, let's explore how to break the habits that may be holding you back. How to break a bad habit. Negative self-talk. Negative self-talk is a common challenge that can quietly undermine your spiritual growth and self-worth. The good news? Even deeply ingrained habits like this can be changed. Let's break it down step by step, using the 4 laws of behavioral change in reverse to show you exactly how to overcome it. The first step is to make it invisible. Negative self-talk often runs on autopilot, so start by identifying its triggers. For example, if scrolling through social media leads to comparison and self-criticism, limit your exposure by deleting the app from your phone or setting screen time restrictions. Removing the trigger makes the habit less likely to occur. Next, you can make it unattractive. Reframe self-criticism as harmful to your spiritual growth. Instead of seeing it as, "just the way I am," remind yourself that these thoughts lower your energy, block your progress, and prevent you from becoming the person you want to be. The third step is to make it difficult by adding friction that disrupts the habit. For example, if you often criticize yourself in front of the mirror, place sticky notes with positive affirmations like, "I am enough," or "I am growing every day" on the mirror. These visual cues create a pause and redirect your thoughts, making it harder for negative self-talk to continue unchecked. Finally, you can make it unsatisfying by adding an accountability partner. Sharing your goal with someone who will check in creates the discomfort of letting them down if you don't follow through, discouraging you from continuing the bad habit. Breaking bad habits is a powerful step toward transforming your life, but there's one final piece of the puzzle that makes all of this truly stick with little effort. Before we reveal it, if you're finding this video useful and want to start a good habit of getting weekly support on your spiritual journey, subscribe to our channel. The secret to making any habit stick. Now, here's the most important part. Habits are not just about what you do. They're about who you are becoming. This is where identity comes into play, and it's the key to creating lasting change. James Clear explains that true habit change happens when you shift your identity. Instead of focusing solely on outcomes like, "I want to meditate," shift your mindset to, "I am a meditator." By adopting this identity, every action you take reinforces the type of person you believe yourself to be. Meditating isn't just something you do, it becomes a part of who you are. As James Clear says, the ultimate form of intrinsic motivation is when a habit becomes part of your identity. When you shift your focus from simply doing a habit to embodying the identity behind it, those habits become a natural reflection of your values. They're no longer just routines, they're part of who you are. This is how small, consistent changes lead to profound spiritual growth and lasting transformation. If you're ready to dive deeper into atomic habits or explore tools to help you build better habits, check out the links in the description below. We've included the book and other helpful resources to support your journey. Mastering your habits is the key to transforming your life and aligning with your spiritual path. But if you really want to accelerate your spiritual growth, you need to learn the art of letting go. Check out our video, 3 Things Keeping You Stuck and How to Let Them Go, for practical tools to release what no longer serves you. See you in the next video.